Hey Divas, welcome and welcome back. It's your girl Keisha here with another video. And today, girl, we're going to close out the first week of September. Almost didn't realize what month we're in. We're going to close out the first week of September. So if you like budgeting, planning, cash stuffing, organization, every and all things that have to do with your money, I would love for you to subscribe, girl. But more importantly, don't move. All right, girl. Well, like always, we're going to be working out of my 90-day budget workbook because sometimes your finances change like this season. And we're going to get right into it. I'm sitting on my kitchen table. I haven't filmed the video here in quite some time, so just want a little change of scenery real quick. Okay, so what I did, if you haven't seen it before, I will be sure to link it at the end of this video, is I set up the first week of September. Here goes everything I laid out, and then I track all my expenses. And what we're going to do is that we're going to just match my expenses with what I budgeted and see if your girl stayed on track or not. So when I budget, I like to use two different colors. One, just the color I budgeted in, and then my actual column. So as you can see here, I've already started filling in the actual amounts that have come in based upon, you know, when they hit my account. That's part of my daily routine. So we're just gonna close it out, see where we are, and move on, girl. Okay, I hope you can see it. I feel like here's a little darker than my office. Okay, so this is all my income that I actually had for the first week of September. So let's go ahead. I already put them in, but I didn't total it up. Let's start with that and add it up and see how much I actually brought in. Okay, so for the first week of September, I brought in $13,801.89, and that is because my regular income, and then I use my sinking funds, my Clear, my Prime membership sinking fund. I had to pay that this week, and the Clear membership as well, okay? So like I said, for the most part, I did fill in some of these things, but there are some charges I did not get to fill in. So we're gonna do that together. So how I use the book is I just put a check mark next to the items that I've already put here back on the budget, okay? So there's some things I did not do. And as you can see right here, there's some things I did not even color in. So let's go ahead and get that colored in. This is my little situation right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and color these in. You know, I use the highlight method. If you're new here, I use the highlight method. It just makes life much easier for me to see similar categories together. So the one thing I have here is Apple subscriptions. I budgeted $15, and I can tell you that Apple got me as always. So first I had this one for $7.99. So what I'll do with this, I'll just add up all the Apple subscriptions. I had one for $9.99. Then I have my big one for $16.99. And then Clear was $2.18. So we'll come back here. Clear was $2.18. And Apple was $34.97. Okay, I'm just gonna see if there's anything else I spent money on that I did not plan for. Okay, so I actually spent $6,109.66. So I budgeted more than I actually spent, and I think that's because of what? One of the credit cards, I thought I was gonna pay $250, I paid $200, and for my Clear membership, I spent $218, I thought it was $225. So that's where a couple of that is coming from. So now I'm gonna subtract my actual expenses from my actual income and see how much money we're working with. Okay, so we have $7,692.23. Let's go ahead and bring that down. I did not do anything in long-term savings. So we're gonna bring that total up here to my variable expenses, 7. Okay, So this is where the colors come in. So for allowance, I did spend $232. Okay. For groceries, we have to come back over here to our expenses. So I'm gonna add up every place where I spent money on groceries, which makes it very easy for my eye just to see the color. I'm just gonna add that up. Okay, so for the first week, I spent nearly half my grocery budget at $279.84. Okay. Eating out, I budgeted $40, and I believe I spent more than that. So all I'm gonna do is come here, find my eating out. Never go to Costco hungry when you're going shopping at Costco, okay? Woo, girl. I blew through eating out. I think that needs an explanation. So this past weekend, there was two things. So my daughter had a soccer game super early in the morning. So we grabbed Chick-fil-A after that. And she went to get her hair braided. So it wasn't like we were leaving the game and then coming home. So that's what the Chick-fil-A came in. So we spent $22 there. And then we were on the south side of Atlanta. So if you don't know much about Atlanta, I'm sure everyone has a place that they go to get a certain type of food. I'm Caribbean and we like Caribbean food, but where I live, there aren't that many options, if any. So anytime I'm on that particular side of town, I always get food there. And so we grabbed dinner Saturday night for that. So I didn't think about that. I didn't plan accordingly for that. So that's why I blew through that budget. But just, your girl can still make it up, okay? Because for the month, my budget is $160 to eat out. So trust me, for the rest of the month, it's going to be food out of this kitchen, okay? So I can still hopefully stay within my overall budget, but for the first week, your girl blew through that real quick, okay? Real quick. Okay, the next category is gas. And because, you know, like I said, we did have to travel a little ways this first week for gas, we did spend more than normal. $78. Okay, oh, I just slid in there because I budgeted $80. So $78 in gas. Miscellaneous, let's see how much we spent there. Okay, this is the only one. $1.61. Okay, beauty. Like I mentioned, my daughter got her hair done, so that was $110. And what else did I spend? Oh, I got some stuff from Kroger. Okay, that's it for beauty. So for beauty, we spent $131.68. Okay, for fun. So the first week was the kids are out for Labor Day and they wanted to watch a movie on Amazon Prime. Girl, it cost me $36 at the end of the day. So let's just say I blew through my fun budget. So I have one. And then my oldest son hit me with I had a good week in school. I had a good game. All of the things he told me. And I'm a sucker, so he got some gaming crap. Okay, coffee, I think I stay within budget for that. We spent $10 there, $2 there. Okay, so 10 in 2012, so we spent $12. Shopping, we blew through that. Because what had happened with that one was, spent $450 on that, girl. And I'm not even done. So what had happened was, TikTok. You know there's a holiday out there called what is it? Your Wife's Day? What is it? Wife Day? I don't know, I'm gonna put it on the screen. But when I saw that, I've been eyeing this Coach bag for quite some time. And I have a couple of events that, you know, require me to dress. You know, I told you guys that I'm now a financial consultant with a small boutique firm. So we have a couple events coming up in the next couple weeks. And there was a couple things that I want to just have a black structured bag for. So coupled with this whole new holiday, I've been married for 13 years and I missed out on this extra special holiday, and my birthday is next month. It just made sense. It just made sense. So I bought the bag, and that was that, girl. I don't have no other stories to add to that, okay? Nothing else. This leadership class, did I already add that? Yeah, I already added that there. Okay, I added the eating out. I'm just trying to see if I forgot anything. We got all the eating out. We got the miscellaneous. So everything is checked there. Oh, my kids. Okay, I think we got her soccer fee over here. We got the soccer fee. Yeah, that's already checked. Okay, but I spent $26.50 on these kids. Oh, did I not budget for my kids this week? Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna put them down here. Kids, I didn't budget anything for them. I put 0. And I spent, how much did I spend? $26.50. I did not think I was gonna spend money on my kids this week. Okay. For business, I didn't spend anything on business with the exception of the second house. Okay, so that's 0. And household, I don't believe I spent any money. Nope. 0. Okay. So for my variable expenses, I'm going to add the kids into this column as well because it's a variable expense. Ooh, let's see how much I spent. Okay, so I spent, oh, let me add this plus 26. Okay, so I spent $1,340.62 this first week, including my kids. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of breeze. I have my deck door open, which is why I went to sit in my kitchen today. So you can see I didn't spend as much as I budgeted because, again, my groceries, I budgeted that for the entire month. So, and there was a couple savings in beauty as well. And yeah. Okay, so let's see how much we have left. So we're going to minus this variable total from the leftover that we have here. Okay, this was $6,351.61. We're going to bring this down. Okay, and the only thing that I did as far as sinking funds and savings challenges this week was my travel binder, because we're going on vacation in a couple of weeks and I wanted to get that all settled. So now let's just subtract that. Okay, let's bring that down here. And this is what we're going to start the second week of September with, the $5,351. So we're going to roll that over. Okay, so now I have a zero-based budget, okay, because I'm rolling it over. Even though I have money left in my account, it's already allocated to something, and that's to stay put and be put in use for the second week of September. Okay, my final process in my weekly checkout. Again, this is perfect. We can see what we budgeted and what we actually spent, but I need to see overall how I'm doing that, and I do that with my weekly check-in here. And all that is all the categories that you saw me just use my highlighters for. All my budgeting categories. I just come every single week, put the total of what I've actually spent. And that way, when I do my monthly budget, I can see if I'm on track, if I need to increase or decrease my spending. So a lot of the work is already done. We're going to fill it in. You can see for week 1, we have income. I'm just going to put that in there. Groceries, we already had that. So I'm gonna fill in the easy stuff and then come back and walk you through some of the work that we might have to do. Okay, so like I mentioned, for the most part, a lot of this work is already done. Now when we get to the other general categories, this is when we need to come here and add a few things up, okay? So my home category for me includes my mortgage, my electricity, gas, water, like anything it costs me to keep the lights on in this house, to keep my house running. I put that under my home category. So all I'm gonna do is come here and add everything that says home, and that is what I will spend for the first week. So all I had the first week was my mortgage and my trash. Okay, that to me is my home expenses. Next is my debt. I'm just gonna come here, very easy for me to highlight my debt, add all that up, see how much I spent this first week. I spent $964.43 this week. Auto includes, I track my gas separate, so auto includes like my car note and if I have any car maintenance. So the only thing I had as far as auto was like this week. Okay, insurances, my medical insurance, life insurance, anything like that. Okay, first week all I had was 2 items. And for business this week was the North, my second house, $788.64. Okay, subscriptions are all the subscriptions I paid for this week. Netflix, IP Vanish, Apple, my Amazon Prime. Woo, spent a lot of money on subscriptions this week, okay? And that's mainly because I had the Amazon Prime and my Clear membership. So we spent $457.33, okay? And so I didn't spend any money in any other category this week. Just wanna make sure everything is accounted for. Kids, oh, the kids, I do need to add that one. Sorry, $191.80. This is why I use erasable pen. Okay. Just want to make sure I have everything. So all my debt, all the categories. I don't know where this highlighter is, so we're just going to use this. Okay. Okay, so everything has been accounted for. So we can get another snapshot of how much money I spent this week. Okay, let's go ahead and add everything up. All right, Diva, well, that is it. We are all closed out for week 1. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Let me know how you were doing the first week of September. And like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.